after a little bit of drama this week, how nice was it to see the team come out with a focused performance like today's?
Yeah, it was really good. I just told them, if we keep up this level, this standard, yeah, then I think it's very hard for every team, to beat us. And the only problem that we can have is that we make it ourselves the problem that we cannot keep that concentration or that focus. And today we were focused, and you see what we're capable of. So it was really nice to see. And in the beginning, maybe the first 20 minutes was maybe some transition moments. After 20 minutes, we had more the control, and we created the 2-0. And so I'm really proud of the team, how they performed today, and 90 minutes concentrated. And this system costs you a lot of energy, but also mentally, to be focused every moment, because it's a lot of times one against one. And but if you see Flo, entering in the team and doing fantastic, Miles and Franco, every time focus, every time very sharp in duels, and winning those duels. So it was really nice to sit on the bench to see them focus as a team.
It seemed like the team was really focused on countering quickly, getting the ball forward quickly. Was that your directive, or was that just a matter of the opponent was not bunkering and it allowed space?
Well, I think also against Galaxy, we already said there is a lot of possibility, in transition, and we did, and we have to play those balls forward as quick as possible, because we have like PT and Joseph, especially PT in between the lines, of course, and Barco a little bit higher up, so we could find those guys. And what I also was very positive for me, how Miles, played today with, especially with the ball. Also, he had some good, we call it provoking, dribbling in and then pass it to the three men in between lines. And he did it fantastic. And we already said it, many times to him, look to those balls. And today he find those spaces, and it was really nice to see. And so everybody, is developing. And so for me, it was a whole team performance today.
Frank, like you said, the standard was raised today. I think a lot of us that have covered the team saw in Atlanta that like to attack. They really got forward. They haven't always played like that on the road this season. Do you see that changing? Do you see this identity of the team kind of transferring over to Tuesday's match, for instance, in Orlando?
Yeah, of course. This. I just said it again. We have to understand this is a standard, and if we want to keep up this, and it costs us a lot of energy, again, also mentally. So on Tuesday we have to do the same. If we don't do it, or somebody is not doing his role, then we can be punished, and we have to try to avoid that things. And if we keep the concentration again with that intensity, I think it's difficult to beat us.
Yeah, this was, I think, the fourth league game in which you've gotten to start Barco and Pitti together. How do you think they changed the offense and what y'all were trying to do today when we're both in the starting
You
lineup?
see that they have special qualities, in them, and that they showed, the combination with Barco and PT and Joseph up front. That's very nice. I think for every man who loves and women who loves football, that's always very nice to see and to watch. And I was also enjoying it. And again, but we also sometimes don't have the ball, and they did a great job today. And this is what I expect from everybody. And today they showed it, and so hopefully we can enjoy more in the future of that.
It seems as though Pitti has kind of been progressing. His performances have been getting better and better week by week. Is that the way you've seen it? And just kind of, can you talk about how you've kind of seen that progression?
No, you see, he can keep up, the concentration, and also the quality is rising right now also. And, you see when he makes his action, you see more power behind it, and I think also more confidence. You know, it also grows then with the confidence also will grow, and you see, I think he can now easily keep up 90 minutes, concentrated, and also chasing the ball in the 90th minute to defenders, and yeah, this is what everybody was waiting for, of course, and I think still he can do better, but I think I'm already very happy with his performance today, and I think this is a major step that he made again forward, and it's good for him especially, but also of course for us as Atlanta United, and so I'm very happy for him that he's progressing like this, and yeah, the most important phase is still to come. So hopefully. He can have a great tribute for that.
Could you explain the decision to start Jeff Larentowicz ahead of Eric Remedi? Was it tactical? And is Tito any closer to maybe getting minutes, game minutes?
Well, Tito for me was only to get his motivation, to be join the team, to be close, and maybe he can make some minutes on Tuesday. Depends how he's doing tomorrow with training and everything. But he's getting close, so that's why yeah, I reward him, for that. The other one was no, it's more for the rotation also for Tuesday, and that's why I also after a little bit more than 1 hour I changed the Nagby, of course. Of course, Barco I had to change, just for precautions and reasons, because he didn't play that long, and if he wants to start on Tuesday, you cannot expect suddenly he plays 90 minutes and then on Tuesday he has the same freshness. So we have to really take care of him, and so we could that, of course. The result at that moment, we were capable to do that.
Some teams need something to kind of galvanize them and get them focused. Could all the stuff that happened this week end up kind of being a blessing? Maybe is this just something they needed to kind of find their sharpness again?
Well, sometimes some things happen that can have a great influence, and I think maybe you're right, but I think also, for example, that we had an injury, and a very unfortunate injury with Brek Shea, for example, and so we thought, okay, yeah, the best is with three in the back right now, with three quite good and fast defenders, and suddenly the puzzle looks like, hey, this could work, for everybody. Everybody feels happy with it, and in the beginning, we played it the same a little bit, but they had the feeling that it was with 5 defenders. But it was what I said, if you play dominant, you play with 3, and that's how if you see it, and yeah, now everybody thinks we play with 3, but normally if the ball on the left side of us, then Jules also, is playing as a fullback at that moment. But of course, we want to attack and press as high as possible, and it's just the mindset is different now, and everything what you said, some things helps that to just get over that that wall, and then suddenly you're a little bit more free.
In the locker, considering how the season has gone in the locker room, do you feel, at least as it stands tonight, Atlanta United's in first place in the East? Does it feel like your team is a first place team in the East right now, considering all the?
I think we are capable, and we have the quality to be on top and first, and so I think with the quality that we have in our roster, yeah, we have to compete for first place. There's no doubt about it, and I'm glad that right now we are. And of course, we have to wait after a couple of hours. But still, this is what we want. This is our goal to be on top when the season ends, and that we have one game less advantage in the beginning of the playoffs. But the most important is the players, of course. But yeah, we want to be on top. We want to be the hunted, and so yeah, hopefully we can continue that. Thank you.
After a little bit of drama this week, how nice was it to see the team come out with a focused performance?
Stuff as well, and try to get better. We know Tuesday's a massive game.
The difference between home and away, you guys seem to struggle a little bit on the road.
I think, listen, in any sport, when you're on the road, it adds a different twist, a different element to the game. It's up to us as players, as a group, as a team, to find a way to be united in a way that you can tune out the outside noise and find a way to grind out a result. It's never easy when you're on the road. The travel, the hotel, all that stuff. Not that that's an excuse. It's just a way of trying to make sure that when you step on the pitch, you're able to try and get a result.
Miles' performance against Tuna tonight, how important was that to allow Atlanta to play the way you did?
For sure. I said to him afterwards, I thought that was one of his better games. The thing with Miles is we all know how athletic he is, how good he is. I thought tonight he played with confidence. He stepped into the middle of the pitch when they allowed him to find the passing lanes, to then get the ball to Pitti, to get the ball to Joseph, Barco. So I thought that part was excellent. And on top of it, I thought his mentality was really good tonight for 90 minutes.
Have you seen a marked improvement in his distribution, his play on the ball? I mean, he's always been a great defender one-on-one, especially. But what have you seen from him improving in the attacking sense?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if teams are going to give him the space and time to step into the middle of the pitch, he's got to be confident to step in and do it and make those passes and start the attack for us. And so tonight he did that. I think for him it's a performance that he can look back on, be proud of, and build on, and really use this game as a stepping stone.
Brad, so the team's been somewhat inconsistent this year, but you guys are in first place. What does it say about the roster?
Forget the standings. We got X amount of games left. It doesn't matter where you're at now. I don't think anyone in this locker room is looking at the standings and saying, "Yeah, we're in first place." No, it means nothing. We're looking at it game by game performance and how do we get better so that in 2-3 months, whatever it is, come playoffs, we find ourselves in the playoffs, but we're on an upward trend. We want to be playing well, feeling good, and so yeah, it's not about first place now. Talk to me come the end of November. That's when we want to be first place.
Do you feel like the team's getting better?
Yeah, for sure. Again, I thought our movement was good in the attacking third. I thought our ability to find open players in dangerous spots and put the ball in dangerous areas was very good tonight. And ultimately, the own goals, that's, someone say, oh, it's unlucky on their part, oh, it's lucky for Atlanta, this and that. But no, that's down to hard work and being in the right spot, the right time, the good delivery of the crosses. That's down to us, and that's us creating our own luck. And so we need more of that.
What's tonight's win?
Yeah, of course. You want to go into that game on Tuesday with a bit of confidence, and I think tonight does that. So whenever you win, whenever you are able to score multiple goals in a game, I think that gives us confidence, especially knowing how big Tuesday is. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Brad?
Jim, just talk about today's win.
I thought it was important for us to bounce back after last week. The Galaxy are always a difficult team with a lot of talent. Obviously today we caught them without a few important players, but that didn't matter. I think we wanted to go out and push the tempo, bring high intensity. I thought we did that for 90 minutes, and we deserved to win in the end.
That's what it looked like you guys were pressing a little bit more early on.
Yeah, I think we kind of learned a lesson in LA last week. Maybe not starting the way we wanted to, or not bringing the intensity and stepping up the way that we needed to. We wanted to rectify that tonight, and I thought we did that.
And then can you talk about, you guys had a lot of chances to score, a lot of stuff wide. How you still got 3, but how important to maybe make some more of those count?
I mean, as long as you're creating chances is a good thing. It's definitely bizarre to score off of 2 own goals in one game, but I think it shows that we're getting in behind. We're getting kind of to the end line and putting their central defenders under pressure. Barco hits the crossbar. Pitti has a few chances. Joseph, they make a save in the first half. So it's about creating the chances. I think that, and let's be honest, the 3-0 win is a good win.
And can you just talk about the difference between being here and being away? It just seems like on the road you struggle a little bit here, kind of a little, is it comfort?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, playing at home in front of 72,000 people is always pretty encouraging, but I think that more than anything, we have to change that where we're going out to win our road games. It's something we did in 2018. It's something we did with a lot of success, and something that we need to really begin to do in 2019, because I think it's 6 in a row we haven't won away from home. And if we want to secure top spot and have home playoff games, we're going to have to win road games.
What does this do for mentality going into Wednesday's semifinal match?
I think it's important, especially a quick turnaround. You know, we travel the day after tomorrow. Going to Orlando, always a difficult place. I think it's a tough team, and it's a semifinal. So someone just said, I think that maybe we will host the final as well, possibly. So that's great. Huge incentive for us to go in there and put in a good performance. So tonight's game is hopefully will create a little bit of a bounce for us.
The 3 points kind of put you, I think, currently tied for the top of the table. Just what does that mean in this stretch?
It means probably as little as it can, to be honest with you. Sorry. We're 6 points from last place in the playoff spot, currently on 39 in the first place. So as little as it can possibly mean, I think that's what it means. Frankly, right now we're there, and that's good, but it's deceiving. I don't think we can rest on our position. We have to maximize the points.
Jeff, not to belabor the performances away from the Bens, but what do you think it is? What needs to change specifically, holistically, for the team to take these performances from Atlanta on the road as well?
Well, I think that the first thing is the way that we start games on the road. The way we start games at home, as you can see, I think that we put the other team under pressure. We force them into turnovers. I think tonight we might have exposed ourselves a little too much, but that's the risk reward. When we go on the road, at least in the last few games, we haven't been on the front foot. I don't think we came out with the right intensity and put the other team under pressure, and that allows them to get comfortable. And you know, we scored the first goal in LA that last week, but really, other than that, they dictated the first half, scored 4 goals in 12 minutes, and you know that's down to more than just kind of going out and thinking you can win the game. You have to really bring the intensity. You have to bring the pressure to the other team.
It seems like y'all played with